Hello friends, today in this video we are going to cover a very important formula used in Excel, that is sum, SUMIF and SUMIFs. Over here I have a data set which shows the sales made of various items in different regions by different sales representative on any particular day. If we look at the first row, the data tells us that on 4th Jan 2019, in the eastern region, a sales representative named Jones sold an item, that is binder. He sold 60 units of the binder at a cost of 4.99 each, therefore making a total sales of 299 rupees. Now, suppose we want to know how much sales was made during the entire year. Then we can use the sum formula. So how do we use it? Any formula in Excel begins with an equal to sign. So equal to sum, then we put an open bracket, and there are 2-3 ways where we can do an addition. Suppose we want to add only the first two rows, then we can select the first cell, comma, the second cell, comma, the third cell, and so on. While this method may be okay if you want to add only one or two items, but in a data set which has multiple of line items, then this can become a very tiring process. So you can do equal to sum, and you can take your cursor and select the entire row by dragging the cell. If you want to use a mouse, then you just need to drag your mouse in the entire data set. So we have selected the entire range from G3 to G45, and if we do close brackets, then we get the total sales made. Over here, equal to sum, you can also press tab and you can see that the bracket automatically appears and you can get the formula. Suppose you start writing S. So Excel will automatically show you all the formulas that start with S. Then you can write U. And suppose for small formulas like sum, it is easy to type sum. But over here we've got all the different functions which starts with SU. So you can move your cursor to that function which you use, and if you press tab, then Excel will automatically take the entire name. So you do not have to type all the letters of that formula. And you can, for sum, you can select the entire range which you want to print and press enter. Then you'll automatically get the sum. Now suppose you want to do the sum of only, you want to know the total cost of binders sold during this period. Then we can use a SUMIF function. If means we are defining a condition, that is we want Excel to add only those cells which correspond to the sale of binder. So we'll select the SUMIF formula. First, we'll have to select the row column in which the word binder is stored. That is, first you have to select that column over which the criteria, you will be defining your criteria. So we have to define the item for which I want the total. That is why I selected D column. Now I'll mention the criteria. Since it is a word, that is why it has to be within double quotes. So if I enter binder, close double quotes. So now we have defined the criteria. So Excel will look in column D and search for word binder, and next we have to define the sum range, that is which column you want to add. So how will Excel read this formula? First, it will look into column DD. It will look into the column D, search the word binder, and corresponding to those cells in the column G, it will keep on adding. Therefore, we get the total as 9577. Now, if we see for binders, we can see that 9577 was indeed the total sale of binders. So, if you want to put only one condition, then sum if is the formula which you can use. Now, suppose you want to know how much binder was sold in the eastern region only. So, over here we are putting two conditions. First condition is binder, next condition is region. Therefore, there are more than one if we have to apply in this formula. So, over here we are going to use sum ifs. So, equal to sum ifs. We press a tab so that Excel reads the entire formula. Then in this formula, we'll have to first select the sum range, that is the column in which the values are put in, that is column G. Then we have to select the first criteria. So first we'll select items column, comma, mention binder. Now this is our first criteria. Our next criteria is the region. So we are going to select the column region, again a comma, then we'll select mention east, and then we'll close our formula. So we get 2535. So let us see whether our answer is correct. So the total binder sold in East is 2535. And we also got the answer is 2535. So we can see one difference between SUMIF and SUMIFs was in SUMIF we used to first define the criteria. That is in column D, the Excel has to search for the word binder, and then we defined the sum range, that is the column in which the values are there. Whereas in SUMIFs, we first define the column in which the values are there, and then one by one we list our criteria. Like in the first criteria was binder and the second criteria was east. If you forget that what to do first, then Excel, you can see it also keeps on showing you what is required of the user. So if you can see in the gray box that is appearing, sum range is bold. That it means that the user has to enter the sum range. So we select the sum range. Then all parameters are separated by a comma. We put a comma and we see that criteria range 1 has become bold. It means that Excel is asking us to define the range of cells where the first criteria is stored. Once you select that and you put a comma, then the bold shifts to the next parameter, that is criteria 1. That is what will be the first criteria. So this way, even Excel keeps on guiding us. Now suppose you do not remember to start with S equal to. There is also a tab in the topmost ribbon of formulas. From here also you can put the formulas. Sorry, the formula is in insert function. If you go to the functions column, over here you can see all the functions that are offered by Excel. So you can go into all and you can select the function that you need, that is sum in our case. So if I select sum if and I put OK, then the formula automatically appears. So there are two ways of inserting a formula. You can directly start writing the formula, and the Excel will give you the various functions that start with the letter that you've mentioned. Or you can also use insert and then functions. All the formulas has to start with equal to sign. So do not forget to use that. If you do not use an Excel sign, then Excel will just treat it as a text. So we learned three formulas today. First was a simple sum function. Next, sum if, that is used when we want to add only those cells that correspond to a particular criteria. And the last is when we want to do an addition based on multiple criteria. I hope these formulas are clear to you. If you like the video, then do like it and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.